Hi, ladies and dudes. This is Rebecca Lynn Barkley, aka Boobop1970. This is my review for today. And today's review, ladies and dudes, well, my friends, it's that time again for another top 10 list that nobody has never done before. Or just a top 10 list that I have never done before. And this top 10 list will be the most special one of all. And I'm sure that everybody has been waiting for this list for quite a while. So, anyway, ladies and dudes, it's finally here. It's my top 10 best movie heroes of all time. And to tell you the truth, ladies and dudes, I am such a big fan of movie heroes. And I love all sorts of heroes that I have seen from so many years, from my childhood to adulthood. I just love all sorts of movie heroes. Like bad A-word movie heroes, good-looking movie heroes, comedy relief movie heroes, movie heroes that have split personalities, or movie heroes who can do some cool stuff here and there, or whatever kind of movie heroes that you enjoyed the best from when. I don't know, it's hard for me to say about all this. So, I have nothing else to say about what I want to say about movie heroes. So, anyway, without further ado, ladies and dudes, here are my top 10 best movie heroes of all time. And plus, I got a whole lot of honorable mentions that did not make it to the list. And I only got like 9 or 10 of them, I don't know. But I'll do the best I can. I got Balto from Balto. Patsu from Castle in the Sky. Nathan from The Last Samurai. I don't care which one of the Jean I like the best. Do I like Hugh Jackman Jean or Liam Neeson Jean from their own versions of Les Miserables? I got Bill Marks from Non-Stop. Kale from Titan AE. Sam Flynn from Tron Legacy. And Wolverine from the X-Men series. And the other movie heroes that I don't have in my collection is Rick O'Connell from the Mummy Saga, Mr. Fredricksen from Disney's Up, and Moses from The Prince of Egypt. So anyway, those are my long, good, honorable mentions for some other movie heroes that did not make it to my list. And now we can head on to my top 10 list. And sadly, I only got 6 out of 10 of them. So, let's get on with the list. Number 10 goes to Larry Daly from the Night Museum Saga. And this is one of the most underrated Ben Stiller performances that I have ever seen my whole entire life. And I think Larry Daly is Ben Stiller's best character, best role, and his best performance from one of the most underrated movie sagas of all time. And his story is all about where he's starting to become a night guard and heading on to his most epic journey of his life to learn about the true meaning when history is coming to life by pure magic. Yeah, Larry Daly deserves to be at number 10. Number 9 goes to Gene from The House of Flying Daggers. A story about a perverted, drunk police officer who's being nutty around by making love to girls and, partying and all that stuff. But until later on in the story, he began to fall in love with this young, beautiful woman named May, and they're going on to their most epic journey of their lives to find the remaining members of the House of Flying Daggers before the war can begin. And I do love Jean to become the main protagonist in this movie. Number 8 is the one I don't have in my collection, is Kenshin Himura from the 2012 version of Rurouni Kenshin. And yes, I really do love this movie, and I can't wait to see the other 2 movies that came from in the Kyoto arc. But as we already know about the story of Kenshin Himura, it's a story about a guy who was once an assassin back in the world history of the Japan days, I guess. He decided to quit being an assassin and start to become a wandering samurai who wants to protect lives, and he's going to use a very cool sword called Sakurabato, where a sword can never kill people and, shedding blood and all that stuff. And the only thing that Kenshin ever cared about is to become the legendary wanderer who wants to protect lives, and he wants to protect Japan without any shed of blood, if you know what I mean. Number 7 goes to Christian Bale's Batman from the Dark Knight saga. Out of all these actors who work so very hard to play Batman, but forget about Ben Affleck's Batman, he'll be the worst one ever. I will say that Christian Bale did a fantastic job of playing both Bruce Wayne and Batman. And I will say that Batman's storyline is very well done. A story about a guy who was once a rich millionaire dude who wants to become the legendary Dark Knight to protect Gotham City from the wrath of these evil people who want to destroy the city and all that stuff. So yeah, I will say that Christian Bale's Batman is truly one of the best ones of all. Forget about that stupid Ben Affleck's performance to become the next Batman Bruce Wayne. Just go back and enjoy all the other dudes out there who did do a pretty good job playing both Bruce Wayne and Batman to whatever Batman movies that you enjoy the best from your childhood or to your adulthood, I guess. But yeah, Christian Bale's Batman deserves to be at number 7. Number 6 goes to Tarzan from Disney's Tarzan. A story about a guy who is going to get raised by apes, and he's going to start to become one of the most legendary dudes out there who will become the future king of the jungle. That's all I could say about Tarzan. Number 5 goes to Quasimodo from Disney's The Hunchback of Notre Dame. I really love Quasimodo, and he will always be one of my favorite movie characters of all time that came from a Disney movie. I really do enjoy his storyline, his personality and attitude, and he's one of the best main protagonists out there. A story about a guy who wants to become free and get to know what the outside world is going to be like after he's going to leave the bell tower for good. That's really darn cool. Number 4 goes to a tie between these 2 great Miyazaki characters. One is a really cool bad A-word prince, and the other is a really cool peacemaker princess who wants to bring peace to the bugs. So anyway, for number 4 goes to a tie between Hashitaka from Princess Mononoke and Nausicaa from Nausicaa the Valley of the Wind. I really do love both of these characters. They have fantastic storylines, great personalities and attitudes, and the only thing that they ever wanted in their lives is to bring peace for each of their own worlds. For Hashitaka, he wants to bring peace for both humans, demons, and creatures alike, while Nausicaa's goal is to bring peace for both humans and bugs alike, so they could live together in harmony without any single sign of war, if you know what I mean. And now, let's go on to my top 3 favorites. my top 3 best movie heroes of all time. Number 3 goes to Incredible Hulk. Hulk smash! Truly one of the most underrated Marvel superheroes of all time, and I'm so darn proud of Lou Ferrigno to come back and reprise his role as one of the most legendary, cool, bad A-word superheroes of all time who could do a very big, giant Hulk smash. And I gotta go back and rewatch this movie. It's a really cool movie, if you know what I mean. Number 2 goes to Eddie Valiant from Who Framed Roger Rabbit. One of the best characters, a best role, and the best performance that ever came from our great late actor Bob Hoskins. I will say Eddie Valiant has a really good storyline, a great personality and attitude, and he will do the best he can to solve the case and rescue Roger Rabbit from a very bad crime that he did not commit. Eddie Valiant will always be one of the best main protagonists ever in a good mystery movie, if you know what I mean. And finally, my number 1 best movie hero of all time, as you already know it, will always be my Bryan Mills from the Taken saga. Bryan Mills will always be one of my favorite movie heroes of all time, with a great storyline, with a great personality, great attitude. I'm sure everybody's excited that Taken 3 is going to come up at January 9th, 2015. And this is where the journey is about to end. And I'll never forget a very cool storyline of a very cool Irish assassin who's going to risk his life to save his family from the wrath of the evil Propoya dudes. Well, if you guys already know about the story of the legacy of Bryan Mills. And yeah, this is Liam Neeson's best performance, his best role, and his best character. And it's a sad shame that the Taken saga is finally going to come to an end, if you know what I mean. Unless if they want to make Taken 4. But let's wait and see what happens. So Bryan Mills deserves to be the number 1 best movie hero of all time. For me, in my own opinion. So anyway, ladies and dudes, that is my top 10 best movie heroes of all time. And I did my very best on it once again, even if I did have trouble making up a sentence or two. But anyway, I did the best I could for it. So anyway, ladies and dudes, that is my top 10 list of my favorite movie heroes of all time. And tell me, ladies and dudes, what is your most favorite movie hero of all time? And I don't care which one it is. So anyway, please leave a comment there and let me know. And join me next time for my next... I'm going to do another tag video. Because I already got tagged from my good friend Animation Blitz. And she wants to ask me a couple of questions that is something about animation between cartoons and movies, if you know what I mean. But anyway, I will do the best I can to do my next tag video. So anyway, be prepared for that one to come, and I will see you all later. Sayonara.